everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Emily and I love handbags, so you'll see a lot of handbag related videos in my channel, such as comparison, which we're doing today, but I also do unboxings. I also do travel videos, but obviously not many people have been traveling recently, so mainly now it's fashion and handbags. So if you like those things, again, definitely hit the subscription button and the bell so that you'll be notified of my future videos. Today's video is a requested comparison, and I've actually gotten a lot of questions about these two bags. Now, if you have seen my previous video on the unboxing of my newest handbag, which is the Senreve Alunna, and this bag comes in two sizes. So it comes in the bigger of the two size and then a smaller one right here. It might be a little bit confusing because this one is sometimes called just the Alunna, sometimes it's called the mini. This one is sometimes called the mini or sometimes called the micro. As of right now on the Senreve website, this one is called just the Alunna, and then this one here is called the micro Alunna. So I unboxed these two couple of videos ago, so a lot of you have requested certain things that you want me to talk about there, but today is not about these two. Today is about this Alunna and the Polene numero 1 mini backpack. So this one I need to use a little bit more before I could do the comparison here, and I've seen all of your questions and your DMs, so I will get to that in like a few more videos. I just wanted a little bit more time on this one. But yeah, I've used this a couple of times. I've used this a lot more, so that's why I feel more comfortable talking about this one. And actually, come to think of it, I probably would not have done this comparison so soon because I generally like to use it for a couple of months at least before I do a first like look update on it. But because a lot of you have been asking a lot of questions about it, and I know that there are sales currently going on, I wanted to get this out so that in case you're kind of on the fence, maybe some of the questions that I answer here for you will be helpful. So, right, I have some notes, questions that you guys have, so I'm gonna try my best to go through it with the limited amount of time that I got to use this bag, but let me just tell you right now, I love it. So yeah, let's get started. So if you have not seen these bags before, this one I have here is the Alunna by Senreve. This one is in the larger of the two sizes that are currently available. And this one is in the color sand. This one is by the brand Polene, and it is called their numero 1 mini backpack. They have many bags in the numero 1 line or number 1 line, and this is one of the newest ones that they have. So there's also a bigger size numero 1, there is a numero 1 mini but like with the chain strap, and then there is a numero 1 micro which is even smaller than this, and then there's this one numero 1 mini backpack. So I'm talking about the backpack version, and the backpack version is the one that you can convert from a backpack to like a crossbody to a shoulder bag. Now I have done a review of this bag before, so I'll list it below if you want to see more details on this bag specifically. This video, because I have to compare it to another bag, I'm going to gloss over a lot more of the details on this bag, unless it pertains to the comparison. So yeah, this one is in the taupe color, but it also comes in many different colors, and that's actually one of the questions. So let me just go over it really quick. This Polene bag in this particular size and style is available in the taupe color, which actually sold out right before I made this video, so hopefully it'll come back into stock. It also comes in a cognac, which is like a rich dark brown, a caramel, which is a lighter brown, a black, or it's also called noir, I think, which is black, and then there's also almond. Almond is like a light green color, which is gorgeous. I was actually going to go for that one, but I chickened out and I went with this very neutral like stone color. Again, it's called taupe. I love all of those colors, very neutral, very easy to wear, very easy to match. But yeah, so that's what is available in this bag. Now for the Senreve bag, this one in the Alunna size, regular size, is available in sand, which is here. It's also available in scarlet, which is a bright red color, a merlot, which is more of a deep berry red, chestnut, which is a brown, ice, which is a light blue color, It also comes in forest, which is dark green, and noir, which is black. So there are a lot of choices, and Senreve generally makes a lot of colors for all of their bags. So I would not be surprised if they came out with more colors as we go on. Currently, a lot of these are on sold out, but you can pre-order it for a January delivery date. So I will list both of these bags below in these two colors, but as soon as you get to the website, there's obviously a lot more color choices that you can choose from. Let's go into the materials. Now, this also sort of touches upon some of the questions that people had about durability. The Senreve bag is made of a pebbled leather. Pebbled leather in all of Senreve's bags are very, very structured and sturdy. You can squish it, like I don't know if you can see, you can kind of press down on it, but it bounces back to the shape immediately. If I do this, you'll hear the scratching sound of the material. So while it is an Italian calfskin leather, it has been sort of treated so that it has that durability, so that it won't get scratched when I do that with my nails. I don't usually do that with my nails, but I just wanted to show you. I have gotten caught in the rain with a pebbled leather bag before, and it's been fine. Not this particular one, but other bags that I have for many years now are fine. It also is color resistant, so I have not had any color transfer on this light bag. I have a light pink tote bag from Senreve, again, also in pebbled leather, and again, it is just fine. There's no color transfer, no scratches, no like marks, no anything. So yeah, this one is very, very durable. In terms of durability, I think the Senreve leathers are the most durable leather that I have in any of my bags in my entire collection. The Polene bag is made of a pebbled calfskin leather, and it is, I don't believe, is treated. Now, they don't boast a scratch resistant, water resistant, and it certainly does not say anything about no color transfer. However, I have not seen myself any issues with this bag. This is, again, very similar in color, but I do not notice any color transfer. I do not notice any scratches, any scuffs. I have not noticed that. The leather on this one is a lot softer. I don't know if you can see, but if I squish it down like this, it does go down a lot, like easier. It does pop back up, but I could see that between the two, this one over time may end up losing its shape faster, if at all, over the Senreve one. I think part of it is, yes, this leather is just a softer and untreated, whereas this one is more treated feeling. But the inside of this bag is also a twill lining, and the inside of this one is a micro suede lining, which is more stiff. So I think that lends to the shape of the bag as well. So in terms of durability, I would say they both performed great under my usual wear and tear use. I don't throw these bags around, but I can tell you that out of just using the two of them so far, I have not seen any issues. But if you ask me, just touching it, the Senreve one feels more durable and this one feels more sort of supple. But again, I have not seen any issues with either bag. Next up, we're going to talk about versatility and ease of use. I have gotten a lot of questions about this topic. Both of these bags are very similar, and I think this is why there are so many questions about it, because they both can be converted from a backpack to a crossbody to a shoulder bag. So with the Senreve, let me take the straps out really quickly to show you. So this is the strap that comes with the Senreve bag, and this strap is similar to the Maestra, whereby there is a sort of a big piece of leather and then a thinner piece of similar leather that goes down and then into the back straps here. So right away I can wear this on the shoulder or crossbody. I know you can't see it here very well, but I will insert shots of me wearing this bag. Now, this bag is adjustable, the strap, so I could make it shorter or longer based on which hole that the strap is looped through. I'm pretty short, so this one is pretty much one away from the shortest. So for reference, I'm 5'1". This bag is also convertible into a backpack, so let me just show you really quickly. You just kind of pull these straps down like so, And then on this side as well. Let me just make sure it's not tangled. So here we are. You can see that the straps are pulled through. So then I could wear it on my back like this. And I have been able to wear this with a puffy vest and it still fits no problem. If you also want to see my outfits and how I styled these bags, definitely check out my Instagram at Clutch to Carry All. I put a lot of my outfit photos there, so hopefully that would be helpful as well. So these are the two main ways that you can wear it. Now, I will go into this in just a little bit also, but you can take off this strap completely, which I can show you because I know I've gotten questions about that as well. The Polene is a backpack, so let me just take off the straps here. I usually store them with the straps tucked in just because it's easier to put on my shelves and so that it doesn't get in the way. But here we are. So you have two straps that are attached to the back loop here. So as a backpack, I can just pop it on like so. It does seem to hang a little bit lower than the Senreve one, but yeah, it looks pretty nice, I think, at a good spot. You can convert this into a shoulder bag, and so let me just do it really quickly. I do have to point out that this one takes a little bit longer. The Senreve one, you can just pull the straps through, but this one you do have to unhook this. Both straps actually, like so, but it's easy to take off, right? As you can see, I just did that. And then you need to, depending on how tall you are, let's see which holes I want to put it in. So let's say I wanted to put it into this one right here. So you just have to push this in. All right, if it's a new hole that I haven't put anything through before, it is a little bit harder. So the more you use certain holes, the easier it is to get them in, obviously, because they've been used. So, all right, there we are. So there, you see how now it's in one, it's just one long strap. So here you can wear it on the shoulder like so, or you can wear it as a crossbody like that. So again, hard to see. I will insert clips or photos. This one can also be made shorter by tucking the straps underneath. So if I removed these again, I have another video showing this more close up so you can see what they look like. So here, what I'm gonna do is loop it in here underneath, and same with this one. All right, so as you can see, it is made shorter because I threaded it under here, and you can continue to adjust this so that it becomes even shorter as a shoulder bag, where you can wear it like short on the shoulder like that. So I'm not gonna spend too much time. If you're interested in how I do that, I do have a video on this Polene bag, so that would go into more details. But as you can see, it does take a lot more time to change the strap wear on the Polene than it is on the Senreve. The Senreve is just like a swift motion, like, okay, now we have a backpack, right? I'm gonna pull this through and make sure it doesn't get stuck. I'm gonna pull this through and it becomes a top handle bag, crossbody bag, right? And then when you want to take the strap off, that's where it becomes difficult. So I know a lot of people have asked if I could do that, and I actually honestly have never tried until Senreve released a guitar strap. So when they did that, I was like, okay, let me try this out and see if it actually works with a thicker strap. So the most difficult part of the strap removal is actually this part. So normally there is a leather strap loop here, and this strap loop is actually on the other side of this metal nub, as you can see. And the reason for that is just to keep this held together so it doesn't pop. So it holds this strap here together. But I already pushed it up over, as you can see. So that's where it takes a lot of time. If I try to show you, it's really hard to push through because it's like just a perfect fit. And it's not meant really for it to slip out, but if you want to change the strap, you have to push it through. So what I did is I took like a pencil or something, a pen, I wedged it underneath here, and then I start to pull and push until it went over the nub. So that's why it's on this side. And I'm not going to put it back because then I won't be able to take it out. But I just wanted to show you that all you need to do is that, right? You need to get it from the bottom side. This leather loop is usually down here. You need to get it past this nub right here. So after you do that, all you need to do is just pull this like so off, and then see, now the strap is out. And you do it the same thing on the other side right here. So let me just that. Like so, and it's gone. So now you have a strapless Alunna. So what I have here, I don't have the Senreve strap, but I do have the Louis Vuitton multi-pochette thick strap. And so this is gold, but I think it's fine. Some of the Senreve hardware is gold as well, like the chestnut is in gold, so that might work better. But as you can see now, it does have no strap and it has a thick strap on it, so I can now wear it like this. Isn't that cool? So I love that, and I just wanted to show you because I know a lot of people have asked about that. It's definitely not easy for, there have been a few times when I was doing it, I thought I was gonna rip it as well. So I do wanna point out that while you can remove the strap on the Alunna, you cannot remove it on the Polene numero un, because the Polene numero un is the strap is actually attached to the bag. So while you can like make adjustments, loop it around places, you cannot actually remove it. So I would say they both can do the same thing. They can both be worn as a backpack, as a crossbody, and a shoulder bag. So I think both of them can do the same thing in terms of versatility, ease of use. Another thing about ease of use is how you open and close the bag. So I think that with the Alunna, it's very similar to a lot of other Senreve bags in that they have a belt loop here. So you have to pop this open, lift this belt up like so, and then you can get into the bag. There's also a zipper, so you can zip it up like so, and then you don't have to close this, right? Like you can just leave it open, or you can I don't zip it shut most of the time because the opening is so small. So I usually just loop it through. But the thing about this loop is that it's very secure. So even if this metal part doesn't come down, it won't come off. So I just need to loop it through and then it'll stay. The Polene is just this magnetic part you pull down and then you just lift, and that's it. And then you push it down and then let it snap back into place, and that's it. So in terms of ease, I think this one's actually easier because you just do this and you open and then you're inside. There's no zipper, but again, I don't think I need the zipper, so that's sort of why I don't, really close this one. In terms of closure and opening, this one's a lot easier to close as well. The strap, you have to really look at it. So you have to like do this and you have to sort of like find it and then push it through. It's not a deal breaker at all, but I'm just saying in terms of what's easier to get in and out of, it's definitely the Polene. But I think they both feel secure and easy enough that I don't really prefer one over the other. So going back to the strap, a lot of you have also asked which is more comfortable to wear. So both leathers are like easy to wear against the body. I never felt like one was too stiff or one was too soft. They both feel good. So in terms of the strap, now the reason why there's a question about strap is because the Polene is a lot thinner. So if I hold it side by side, you can see that the Polene is maybe, I don't know, half or a third I think it's half, yeah, it's half of the size of the Senreve one. So it does make a big difference when you're wearing it for long term. I know you can fill this bag up a lot. So if you fill it up to the max, it does get heavy and it can get uncomfortable because there's just one strap on your body. Now, if you wear it crossbody and there are two straps where it's like this and there's two straps, it makes it a lot easier because the weight is distributed. But in terms of like the comfort, I think the thicker strap is more comfortable. It is a little bit more stiff, but over time it becomes softer, and so it doesn't feel as stiff anymore. There's also this, which is at the top of the bag, and so when it rests on your shoulder like so, it becomes even more distributed in terms of the weight of the bag. So I don't think I've ever had issues with the Polene one. Over time, I think the Senreve one would be more comfortable over the Polene one, depending on how much you have in your bag. All right, so a lot of you have also asked about the price of the bags. The Polene is a little bit less expensive at $380 US, and it usually has a $20-$25 shipping, but right now, until I think December 20th, they have free international shipping. So if you've been always wanting to try the Numero Un or just any Polene bag, now is a great time because there's free delivery. And I know a lot of people ask this, but I did not have to pay any tax or duty on top of what was charged of me. So if there were any, I think Polene took care of it. Senreve, I had to pay taxes on, but it's because I live in the US. It depends on where you live, I think. A lot of the times they also do tax-free events. So there are sales, like promos, where you don't have to pay sales tax because they do it for you. But for me, I didn't buy it during that time, so I did get charged tax. Shipping is always free, so returns are always free, so this is a great option. I've never returned a Polene bag, but I have heard from some of you saying that there is a cost to returning one of these Polene bags, so maybe that's something to keep in mind. This Alunna, the larger size, is $645. The mini size is $575. So there is, between these two, a couple of hundred of dollars. But depending on whether you get this one on sale, so Polene I've never seen a sale. Senreve, I've seen deals where I always try to notify you guys. So if you're interested in getting notified of that, definitely consider subscribing or following me on Instagram. And anytime I see a sale, I throw those out. I also have a promo code for the Senreve bag, and you get $50 off of your purchase. And it doesn't have to be your first time purchase. I'll list that code below as well. I currently don't have one for the Polene, unfortunately, but if I do find anything, I'll let you know. There is free shipping right now that they don't usually have on this Polene. All right, guys, so I brought you up close here because I wanted to show you what fits in each of these bags. Now, they do look very similar, as you can see, so I think a lot of you will be interested in what actually fits in here. I'll list this below as well, but I'll tell you just approximately. The Polene is about 9 inches wide. It is about 8 inches tall, and then the depth is about maybe 3 inches. These are very rough. I'll put the more exact dimensions below. The Senreve is about 8 inches wide, so only an inch shorter. In terms of height, it's still 8 inches, so that's the same. The depth, depending on where you measure, because you can see that it's bigger at the bottom. If I measure at the bottom, it's 3 inches, so that's the same as the Polene. The Polene does seem to be more wide, like over a longer period, but yeah, let's see what can fit, okay? So I have a few things I know many people have usually ask me about, and so I have it here. Right off the bat, I'll tell you right now, this is my husband's iPad Pro. It's 9.7 inches, that's the one, and it's not gonna fit in any of these. I don't know if you can see, but if you just look, it's much taller than either bag. As you can see, it's taller, so it's not going to fit. If you have an iPad mini, the iPad mini 5, I don't have, but I have a Fire tablet, which I think the width is the same as the iPad mini 5. It's just maybe ½ inch longer on this end. So if this can fit, the iPad mini 5 should fit. So just holding it up, it's a very tight squeeze, but I'm gonna try it. the strap. So here we are. I'm gonna just plop it in. As you can see, it does stick up right there. The mini iPad 5 is a little bit shorter, so I think it'd fit better. So here it won't snap in, but I think the mini might fit, but very, very tightly. Let's try this one. Yeah, I think the mini will fit because this is just a little bit too much. But again, this is a little bit taller than the mini. So I think the mini iPad 5 will fit in here just fine. I think it'll actually fit in both of these just fine. Unfortunately, I do not own one, so I can only try to show you as closely as I can. But I can tell you the measurements of this one. This one is 8.5 inches, and I think the iPad mini 5 is an 8-inch, so 1/2 inch would definitely fit in both of these bags. So that out of the way, I'm going to also show other things that people usually put in there. There is a mini pochette here from Louis Vuitton. This is the Tahitian one, but all of the mini pochettes are the same size. And so if I put it into here, it does fit perfectly flat like that. It doesn't have to stand up straight. I also have a micro pochette, which of course will fit if the mini fit. So I have that in there as well. I also have a Louis Vuitton key clay, and that one you can even put it up front. There's a pocket here up front that you can slip it into, and you can even put it in long ways down, so like that. And then you can also put like this is a Chanel card case. You can definitely put that right there. And then I have another zip card wallet from Senreve, and that can also go in here. I don't know why you need so many wallets, but there we are. And a lippy can definitely go in there as well, as you can see. So that's a lot of stuff, right? And then it buckles. So yeah, no bulging, no anything. Great. And then if, let's say you don't need that, let's take all these stuff back out. Let's say you have a Victorine wallet, which I have here in the cerise color. That one can also fit this way. It doesn't have, I mean, it could definitely go this way, but it can fit sideways like that. And the mini pochette's still there. So you can see the Victorine wallet fits perfectly in there. And what else? I have a Chanel egg cream. That one fits in there no problem as well. So let me take all of this out. Someone had asked if I could fit a 20 cm wallet, which is a long wallet. I have the Emily wallet here. This measures 19 cm this way. So it's a little bit shorter than a 20 cm, but let me just show you. It cannot fit this way, of course, as you can see. But if I fit it long ways, it can fit in there. So you do have to fit it tall wise, but it does fit, no problem. There you go. I think this one's actually a great size. It's very thin, low profile, slim profile, but it can fit everything I need, which is amazing. So I'm going to put this one off to the side while I work with the Polene now. What do you want to see first? Let's see this wallet. So this wallet, again, cannot fit long ways. It has to fit like tall ways like this, and it fits in no problem. As you can see, I can close it, no problem. So what else can fit in there? Here's the mini pochette from Louis Vuitton. That can fit in there long ways like that. I can put a micro pochette in there as well. So as you can see, it can definitely fit a lot more than the Senreve. The Louis Vuitton key pouch. The key pouch I like to put in the back pocket right there, and it could fit long, like sideways like that, all the way down. Hand cream, no problem. Victorine wallet. The Chanel card case. I don't know why you need all this, but also a Senreve. And then a lippy. Can this close? It can close. It's very packed, as you can see. Very packed. I probably wouldn't do that, but it can fit because the leather is softer. So if I took out the long wallet, because that seems to like hold everything in place. Now everything seems to fit a lot better, a lot more space. There we go. Everything besides the long wallets in here, and it looks great from the outside. It does feel very heavy, so just keep that in mind. It could cause some strain on the thin straps. But yeah, this, if you want to fit something like this, it can fit, but it will make everything harder to maneuver because it does take up a long space and you can't really move it around. So yeah, this is what went in there. A lot of card cases, wallets, pouches, like 2 pouches, and hand creams, key pouches, and a mini wallet, compact wallet. Oh, and a lippy. So yes, there can be a lot of things that could fit in here. I would say from trying this out and just my day-to-day use, I can tell you that the Polene backpack fits more than the Senreve backpack. But again, depending on what you need, I think this one would just be enough. But if you want to be able to fit that little bit more, then maybe go for this one. Another thing that I wanted to point out that wasn't asked or covered before is some of the pros that I like about each one. So with this one, I love that it has feet and it can stand on its own. So let me just show you. It can stand up tall like so. The Senreve does not have feet, and it can stand, but it wobbles and it could fall very easily because I think of the slimmer profile. It can stand if you make it like so, but if anything moves it, it could fall over like so. Another pro that I really like about the Senreve one and the Polene one is the back pocket. It can fit a phone in there. So I have the Google Pixel 5. As you can see, it sits right there. And then here, it also sits in here. If you have the iPhone Plus, it probably will not fit as easily. I don't have an iPhone Plus. An iPhone mini will definitely fit in here, but the Plus might be a little bit big and definitely will stick up. All right, guys, so that's it. I think those are most of the questions that you've asked. I think the remaining ones pertains to the Alunna and how it compares to the either mini Maestra or the mini Alunna, or just in general about the Alunna. I'll save that for a later video. Everything else I think I've covered that you wanted me to cover between the two of these bags. Now I know a lot of you guys are deciding between the two, and I guess I'll give you my opinion on which one I like better because I know some of you are also wondering that. I think it is a very hard decision to pick between the two, honestly. I can tell you what I really like about each one. Just in like a sentence, this one, I love the supple leather feeling. I love the easy open and closing mechanism on this bag. It does fit a tad bit more, and it looks slightly more sort of dressy, if you will, even though they're both more casual bags. The Senreve is very durable. I don't have to worry about scratching, color transfer, scuffing it. It does have a top handle, which I am biased towards, and I love that it has a removable strap, so then I can add any like crossbody, thicker chain strap, anything on here. I know some of you have even asked me how would a full chain strap work here, which I'll cover in a later video when I talk about the two sizes of Alunna. If I had to pick one and only one, I would probably go with the Alunna. There are a few reasons for that. One, because I am partial to a top handle and a crossbody strap. I love that the conversion between a crossbody and a backpack is so much easier on this one. It's just a simple pull mechanism, whereas this one I do have to fidget with aligning the holes in the right place and, switching it out. One thing I could see that the Polene is better is I could fit more stuff because the leather is more supple and it's also a wider area. But because I could fit everything that I need in this bag, I don't find the need to do that for the Polene. So if you are somebody who likes a more dressy looking bag, even when it's casual, the Polene is better for you. If you think that you have bulkier items that, this size of the Senreve doesn't fit, I would highly recommend the Polene. If you're somebody who likes a top handle and also like a more structured, durable, and scratch resistant bag, I would say to go for the Senreve. I know it is a little bit more expensive, but I think this one will last a long time. And I think the ease of changing the style of the bag is a lot easier, that the everyday wear would make up for the difference in cost as well. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any further questions that I have not covered in here, definitely leave it in the comments below and I'll try to answer your questions. If you have more questions about the Alunna and how it compares to the mini Alunna or the mini Maestra, leave them in the comments below as well, because I will be doing that video comparison in a few videos later. So definitely subscribe, stay tuned, and yeah, I'll list all promo codes, the $50 promo code for this bag below, as well as the links to both of these bags. I hope you enjoyed this video and hope you found it helpful. If you decide to buy either of these bags, do let me know. I would love to know what you end up choosing and if you loved it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!